As the world takes a massive hit due to the US dollar valuation, most developing nations have seen their foreign reserves dwindle down. Indonesia, on the other hand, is likewise in this unique territory. Its foreign reserves have seen a fall to around 130 billion US dollars, according to the data published in October of 2022, from around 145 billion US dollars in the early months of the same year. Do take note that for decades, Indonesia has continuously seen an increase of foreign reserves, with $145 billion being its record high. For instance, way back in 2004, Indonesia's foreign reserves was only around $40 billion. Therefore, a decrease in foreign reserves may have agitated some viewers around the nation, raising questions such as, will Indonesia continue to burn all of its foreign reserves? Or, exactly why did this happen? Well, we will answer many of the questions about the dwindling down of Indonesia's foreign reserves throughout the video. First of all, there are many reasons why Indonesia has big foreign reserves. For a comparison, Indonesia currently ranks as 22nd in the listing of countries with the most foreign reserves. This brings Indonesia to the third highest in the entire Southeast Asian region, just below Thailand and Singapore, but above Malaysia, the Philippines, and Vietnam. Now, moving to why the country holds so much, we can attribute it to many factors, as we simply cannot pinpoint it to one cause, since an economy of one's country is collectively due to many factors. But to simplify everything, some of the causes to Indonesia's collected foreign reserves are due to trade. You see, when a country imports and exports, it is like buying and selling something. In Indonesia's case, the country has enjoyed a positive balance of trade, meaning it exports more than it imports. It did so increasingly since around the year 2020. The latest data even states that in October of 2022, Indonesia has had a surplus balance of trade of about 5.6 billion US dollars. As these surpluses accumulate, they impact the country's foreign reserves in some ways. But then the question should answer, why is Indonesia's foreign reserves dropping yet having a surplus in trade? Well, we'll get to that. Let us first state that other factors can contribute to the entire foreign reserves. Indonesia can also increase its foreign reserves by receiving investments and loans from abroad. Both are evident, but investments are rapidly increasing every single month in Indonesia. In the third quarter of 2022 alone, the country received a whopping 10 billion US dollars in investments. Finally, it is also possible that as Indonesia has a big overseas workforce, when each individual remit their money back to Indonesia, it also adds back to the country's foreign reserves. Overseas Indonesian, after all, are a huge population, estimated to be around 9 million. Now, all of these reasons have established a grander view of the Indonesian economy. Foreign reserves have helped stabilize the Indonesian rupiah to the maintenance of liquidity, and additionally, it has also helped boost returns. Anyway, the question right now is, while Indonesia continues to post positive flows in the country, why is the country's foreign reserves then dropping? Is there something that we are missing out on? After all, there are many factors to the use of reserves, but it is simply as suggested by the central bankers of Indonesia themselves, which is to help stabilize the Indonesian rupiah. There are various factors to do this, but we will not dive into how Indonesia's central bank did it, but leave it on as a very summary level, such as increasing rates and buying short-term yield bonds. And that is not the only reason why foreign reserves drop. Although it may be a huge part of it, but the central bank of the country has also stated that it was because they had to pay some of the country's foreign debts. Indonesia, after all, has a substantial amount of foreign debt, estimated to be around 394 billion US dollars as of the third quarter of 2022. And debt itself is an instrument that needs to be repaid down accordingly. The final question is this a cause for panic? Not exactly. In fact, Indonesia still has a huge amount of foreign reserves, and despite dropping by just a bit, it is still adequate enough. The reserve level itself was equal to imports for 5.9 months and above the international standard of 3 months. Therefore, it being almost double than the international standard should already signify that it is at good levels. Moreover, the central bank has also said that it is also adequate enough to maintain the country's external and financial system stability. But anyway, these are of course the very basic summary of what Indonesia's foreign reserves look like and where it can be in the near future. Do let us know what you think. Is Indonesia's foreign reserves a lot to cushion any economic troubles, or do you think that they should focus on building it? Thanks for watching.